Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me? Kindly signify if you can hear me. You can just, yeah. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, so let's just wait for others in about, let's say, 5 to 8 minutes. Let's see if we can have more people join us. Then we kickstart the class. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me, so you can just send in emoji for me to know that you can
Yeah,
hear me.
we can hear you,
Good
Faye.
evening, everyone.
Good
Okay,
evening,
good
Faye.
evening. How you all doing? How was our day today? You guys can meet your mic here. How you all doing? Like, how was our day today? Was it stressful? Was it stress free? How was our day today?
Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
Okay, yeah. So, welcome to um what's it called? Our graphic designing workshop, and we are so glad to have you here. Yeah, and thank you for joining. So we can just wait for few minutes for others to join also.
All right, good evening, everyone. I think I'll be starting now, so others can just join us in between. Yeah, the session tonight. All right, thank you so much for making yourself available for this class. At least we are more than one, more than two. All right, over to you, Faye. Faye, over to you. All right.
Can you hear me, please? Good
Yeah, sure,
evening.
we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me,
Yes,
please?
yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So good evening once again, and we are in. I'm coming, please. Sorry. Um, um, I don't even know my name is. I don't know. With a clap innovation, we can just like make welcome Mr. Adewale Joshua. Can you hear me, please? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you clearly.
Okay, I said let's make welcome Mr. Adewale Joshua with a clap innovation, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Faye. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening once
Yes,
again.
sir. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so
Uh,
just like you said, I'm Joshua by name. My surname is Adewale Joshua. Sorry, Adewale, and I'll be the one taking us through the graphics design what's called class tonight. And what I would just say is basically it's actually a practical class. So I won't be doing much of, let's say, reading or explaining or what's called. It's more of practical. All right. So before I move into that, I just want to say one or two things about ETS. We all are familiar with ETS, and there is one thing actually binding us together, which is the community. And I know that is where most of us got the link from in order to join tonight's workshop. So ETS basically is Education Technology Summit. It's a community for you and I. It's a community for enthusiasts, tech enthusiasts like you, like me, and it's a community that is open to train, mentor, guide, and also make your learning pathway very very easy and achievable. And let's say for the past few months, we've been doing yeah, the best we can actually do. We've been trying to organize classes and bring in mentors, speakers to say one or two things to us. And I trust that those that have been joining, they've been having good reporters regarding the whole thing, regarding the whole movement and all. So yeah, thank you so much. And another thing is, I am very sure that most of us here we don't know about the ETS internship. So there is an internship that I think it started here. I would share my screen just to show ETS Hub.org. So there is an internship I would like us to also visit. I'd like us to visit our website, ETS Hub. Let me share my screen so you and I can see it. All right. All right, please. I want to be sure if you all can see my screen, please. Just react if you can see my screen. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So this is our website, and I want you to go check it out and register if you're here to register for the internship. You can easily just scroll down and check out what we have. Then you can just click on the jobs, then to definitely take you to our internship. So we have cybersecurity intern, we have product design. If you feel you want to know more or you want to learn more about UI UX, then you can. And if you want to probably explore a new part entirely, we have DevOps, we have backend development, we have front end, we also have software development, which is the full stack. So you can just get yourself registered and wait while we process your application. Yeah. So this is everything. Then just go through. Then you click on apply now. Then you fill in your details, and you get yourself on board. So yeah, ETS is here to serve. ETS is here to point you to the right path when it comes to tech. ETS is here to inspire you, and not just inspire alone, get you to work. And this year, we want to show workings. We don't just want to say and not show workings. We want to show workings. That's why this workshop has been set to happen and to train us both. All right. So thank you very much. So for tonight, we'll be looking at some of the key factors in graphics design. All right, so sorry for that. So sorry. So yeah, I don't know. Graphics design is so versatile, and it's something that we all have come across or we've heard about. And even some of us that are business owners here, we use graphics every day. We use visuals every day, and it's not something new. It's basically not something new. So we'll be working on some designs. We'll be working on some designs tonight. And some people do ask these questions. I want to learn graphics. I want to know how to design. And when you now get to hear from them, they'll tell you, oh, so I don't have laptops, I don't have this, I don't have that. How can I start? I'm interested, I'm this and that. I think I'll just quickly share my story, how I started my graphics journey. So my graphics journey started back then. I think that was during COVID. Yeah. So I just had to, let me say, connect with someone during a meeting. And I was like, I won't call it people. Sorry. Okay, let me see. I might share my screen. Okay, this is... Sorry, I want to try and share my workspace. Let me put it something more popular and better. All right. Let me change it. All right. All right. So when I started, then I actually saw someone designing using his phone. And I was so curious about the moment. I'm like, oh wow, bro, if you can actually do something like it, that means I can too. So what the guy just did, I just asked him, what are you using to design? What are you using to do the what's it called? He said, I'm using Pixel Lab to run my design. I said, oh, that's good. Immediately I picked up my phone, I went to Play Store, I downloaded what's it called, Pixel Lab. And at some point I saw Canva too. At some point, I even saw Snapseeds, the likes. There's so many application on Play Store that we can use to run cool graphics. So I started, and let's say for about 2 3 years, I was able to pick up classes. I was able to join classes, join PGL lab classes. I was able to run one or two, and then started the whole journey there. Then at some point, when I started taking gigs and started running designs, then not quite long, I got my laptop and started using some of these big tools when it comes to using Adobe Suits, which is the Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and XD2 for some of my designs. So that was how my journey started in graphics design. Graphics design, it doesn't require you to have a prior knowledge. If you're interested about it, you just have to go to the place of learning and then pick it up. So yeah, we'll be running some cool graphics today, and I'll be using um Photoshop, and at some point I would like to open Canva as well and just show you some of the tools. But I use Photoshop a lot. I'm very, very much familiar with it. And at the same time, I can use Canva, I can use Photoshop. So yeah, Photoshop will be a major for tonight's class. So let me just run us through some of the things or some of the tools I use in Photoshop. All right, so I want to be sure if you all can see my screen, please. If you can see my screen and you're following this class, right, you can react, please. You can react or drop a message in the chat box. If you can see my screen, please, I need your response. If you can see my screen, just react, or someone should just unmute and say yes.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, thank you very much. So yeah, let's just kickstart. So yeah, this is Photoshop. If you can help me mute so others can hear as well, thank you so much. So here I have file, I have edit. So I just want to show us the environment, show us how Photoshop looks like with new, open, browsing bridge, open as. So these are majorly when you probably, if you have Photoshop installed on your laptop or you don't have it, you want to install, then fine. So yeah, these are some of the tools I use. This is to select, to magically remove some things, some of the graphics I don't want. You can just use this to select. Probably I don't want this. You can just use this to select, take it out. Okay, let me select this guy. Sorry, why is my still not moving? Okay. All right, so that was locked. So I can just select this guy here and probably just use this is called Macue tool. So this is used to remove whatsoever you don't want in your designs. Okay, that means I need to, all right, so I probably need to convert this to smart objects or probably rasterize it to work on it. So yeah, you can see I've actually removed the head of this guy. I've removed the head of this guy. So these are some of the magical things we do in Photoshop. So I remove the head of this guy, then take it back, Ctrl Z, bring it back. So these are some of the things. So this is used to remove some of the things you don't want, unnecessary details in your graphics. And this is my move tool. Then this also is lasso tool. You can use it to remove whatever you don't want. You can see that. I don't know if you can see the flower that was circled around or something. All right, so yeah, this is my slicing tool. Probably after working on carousels, let me show you this. I have one carousel design here. Okay, I don't have it again. Okay, it's still here. All right, so this is a a slice tool. So after working on carousels, I can just easily use this to separate the images, like separate them, split them into different sizes. Yeah. So that's that. Then this is a frame tool. I have color picker, eyedropper too. Yeah, color picker or something. I have spot healing. Yeah, these are mainly used by photographers. Photographers, they mainly use it to remove um scratch on face, probably on edited pictures, use it to remove some things, manipulate and all. So this is my brush tool. I have this to be my clone stamp tool. Then history brush tool. So all of these tools, they are useful in your designs. They are very, very useful in your designs. And honestly, you don't need everything to start up. You don't need everything to start up. You just start by familiarizing yourself with a tool. You don't need everything to start up. All right. So tonight we'll be running a graphics. So you can either work or choose a template or choose your workspace to be 1080 by 1080 pixels or 1080 by 1350 pixels. Square size is 1080 by 1080. Then Instagram size, we have at times we have 5 by 7 inches, and at times we use pixels, which is 1080 by 1350. And you can actually open your workspace in, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dimensions, or seven, what's it called, um measuring, what's it called, parts, which is the, we have the pixels, we have the inches, we have centimeters, we have millimeters, we have points, we have pickers. So in as much as these things are useful, you can always convert from pixels to inches, centimeters, millimeters and all. And another thing I would like to show you now is, this is my document. If I want to create new documents, this is how it looks like. I have saved, that is probably the one I've saved, I've been using over time. Then I have different frames. I have default 7 by 5. I have landscape 3 by 2 PPI and all resolution. The 300 PPI is resolution. I have landscape. So you could probably just choose, or if you have by default, you have your own dimension. You have your width. You have the measurement for your width, and you have the measurement for your height. You can probably just set it here, where my cursor is. You can just set it here, 7 by 5. Then probably just touch some things. Then I have my print size too. I have letter, I have legal, I have tabloid, I have A4, I have A6, A5, A3, and all. So you could just choose any size that suits the gig you've been given or the task you've been given. Then I have, let me come down to resolution. I have 300. I could change it to 960, which is one of the highest resolution, and probably make your work seems, the file size seems very large. But 300 is okay. Some use 72 resolution, and yeah, pixels per inch is the best. Then I'm doing a social media graphics that's in RGB color, but if I'm doing a print work, I'll be using the CMYK CMYK color mode. So majorly we use RGB or we use CMYK. Yeah. So, and also we use the 8 bits. There are times some designers use 16 bits, 32 bits, but 8 bits is minimal and is okay. Very much advisable for us to use that. Then yeah, I can just go back to my recent and then create something new. I don't have it here in my default. I can just say, okay, let me create an Instagram size design, 1080 by 1350. Sorry, please, I want to confirm if you all are still with me in this class. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir, we can.
All right, thank you so much. So let me just go back to Photoshop. So yeah, 1080 by 1350. Then you can just rename your file. Yeah, it is having untitled one. You can rename it. Let's say creative ETS workshop design. Then you just click on create. So you click on create, and now we have a new document has been opened. Then you just stick your cursor back to your move tool. That's your move tool. Use it to move any object around your design. So yeah, I actually knew we were going to work on designs today. So yeah, I have some of the pictures I downloaded to just run the class. But before that too, I would like to pinpoint some things to us in designs. So in designs, there is something designers work with. It is called brief, design brief. If you don't have a brief, you just want to freestyle, then it's fine. That means you have the brief readily stored up in your head. But if you are working for a client, you need to work with a brief. If you are working with a client, you need to, okay, probably I'm working on a logo, I'm working on social media graphics or flyers, or just, okay, what do you want? What's the header? What's the supporting? What's it called? Header? What's your call to action? Your CTA? What's the main message of your design? So now with let me generate a brief with ChatGPT to see what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me generate a brief with it so as to explain some of these things. They are practical, but they are still needed. They are needed as designers. So I need a design brief for a social media flyer design. Just put anything, but yeah, ChatGPT will definitely understand. So sorry. So yeah, fair design for a logistics company. All right, so I'll be sharing my screen now. All right, so if you can see my screen, ChatGPT screen, kindly indicate this. You will have to do something. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Precious. All right. So now this is a design brief. This is a design brief. But what I'll be creating majorly for us this evening, probably something abstract, something I just want us to just create something creative and all. So yeah, we have this is a brief from top to bottom. Company logo and name, top area. It could be center. It could be top left. It could be some places their logo on the right. So it depends on the design consistency you've been able to work on over time. But for a start, it is advisable that you place your logo on the top left. Very, very advisable. And then you now move to the main message, which is the main headline, bold and eye-catching, which is example, fast and reliable logistics services, or we deliver safely and on time. Yeah. Now this is where, from reading the brief, this is where you start getting some of the elements or some of the things you use in your design, the objects you use in your design. Now from here, we have fast and reliable logistics services. You could just think of a bike, high speed. That's you've gotten one element like that. Okay, let me go and download a guy on a bike, or probably you could download a realistic image of a person, human enough, like riding a bike. You could use illustrations, you could use 3D images to indicate that okay, yeah, there is something fast and we are reliable. On the reliable aspect, you could add something like, okay, let's a check, what's it called? A check icon on the rider's bag, on the rider's what's it called, container. Or if you're going with the next thing, we deliver safely on time. You could use someone using a phone to order particular goods online. Then together with it, you have a timer or a clock beside the person, so we deliver safely on time. So that means you're already putting yourself in the position of a client and not a customer. So from the headline, you start getting the elements using your design. So short supporting text, or we call it subheading, is you could have nationwide and international delivery you can trust. So this is just a backing or a supporting line to your what's it called, design. Then ChatGPT will always do something. It will suggest visual elements you can use, which is your truck. You could use truck, cargo, delivery man. There are ways to which you can merge most of these designs together if you're creative enough and you know how to arrange. You know how to arrange golden what's it called, arrangement, golden arrangement. You could probably use that. You use truck. Oh, what's the prompt? Okay, I'll get you the prompt when I'm done with the class. Yeah, best thing, I can see your message. Thank you. So yeah, you could use delivery man, map, container, or logistics icon. Yeah, so ChatGPT will suggest for you. Then should visually support the service. That's just it. So what are the services? We have door-to-door delivery, nationwide shipping, cargo freight, or express delivery. And another thing, if you're not picking your elements from the headline or the header, you could just come to the services door to door. You can probably get a delivery man holding a package, then probably giving it to the person that ordered the goods. Fine, you're okay. Design is not supposed to be art. It needs to be simple. Less text, clear direction, clear images, and clear city, then everybody's fine. Then trust boost. This is just optional, but it could be an add-on on designs. So you could just create containers, fast, secure, affordable, 24/7. Probably I'll be using this as a brief for tonight's design. So then your contact information that could be arranged on the left hand side, down part, the bottom. Then your CTA, call, WhatsApp, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, let's just do something quick. Let's do something quick. I think I already I'm in love with this brief. So let me share my screen. Let me share my Photoshop screen back. Okay, Windows, yeah. All right. So you see that now. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Please indicate if you can see my screen. All right. Thank you very much, Precious. So yeah, what you just do is come down to in my designs. I make use of
Yes, we
guides.
can.
All right. Thank you very much. I make use of guides a lot. So you just come down to guides, then new guide layout or new guide. Anyone is fine. New guide layout. So I need to change it. It's on 200 pixels. So majorly at times I use 60. I use 60 pixels. So at times it could be in inches. At times it could be in millimeters, centimeters, or whatever. So you just need to be calculative too as a graphics designer. So yeah. So this is my guide. My guide now. So everything I'm doing, all of my text, all of my design element is fitting into this. So now, what is the basics of graphics design? The basics of graphics design is that you understand how you use your fonts, you understand how you place, how you arrange alignment, you understand how you use your shape. Now, what are the major categories or major elements in graphic design? Is your font, typography, some call it typography, some call it font, is your shape, the arrangement. Oh, sorry. A minute, sorry. Sorry. So we have, sorry. Okay, yeah. So we have our shape, we have our color, we have our line, and they now added space, they added value, they added texture of design. So many of us here, if you want to get a material, we at times feel the texture of the material to know if it is quality enough. So those things are also applicable in designs. So yeah, back to my this thing. So you set your grade, and tentatively you could just use a box to show your arrangement, to show how you are placing every of your elements. You don't just create all because you can create or you can design. You should have an arrangement for your designs. So for this part, for where I have my rectangular box, that's where my logo and text is going to stay or probably stand. Any of the English here. So sorry, yeah. So that is where my logo and the text, name of the company will stay. Then now I can start my text by center by probably center aligning my text. Let's say this is the header. Go. Sorry, we are together. I just want to check something on our brief. All right, the main headline. So the main headline. This is it. The bigger text. We have it here. The bigger text. So now there needs to be spacing in your typography or in the arrangement of your design elements, the logo, the text, and whatsoever. So now here, so now why I actually made this big is because at times your main headline needs to be emphasized. Like there needs to be an emphasis on your main headline. And how do you add emphasis on main headline? You could add emphasis using color. You could add emphasis using your fonts, the font size, the font weight, the thickness, or how thin your your headline should look like. We'll be doing that. So now this can actually be where my headline will be. Then also I can have my supporting line or my supporting text to be somewhere underneath this place. Yes. Then my supporting line could be here. Then if possible, I have some of the let's say okay. All right, let me not jump. Then I can actually have my image that is portraying or probably adding more sense to the design. I can put that in the middle here, because now we are following a format. We are following center alignment or center arrangement kind of design. Then this is where my image is coming. My image is standing here in the middle. Then another thing is that my CTA could literally just come here. Then I could probably just use another color here. Then my CTA, let me change the color so it will be easy for us to see. Then yes, my CTA will be coming here. So my CTA, sorry for that, my CTA will be coming in here. Sorry, cancel. Please, I want to know if you are following, please. If you are following me, please kindly react, or probably, yeah, react. Thank you very much. So my CTA will be coming here. Then I can now probably just add something. Okay. I think this sharing of screen is really affecting me from doing some things. Photoshop, why? Alright, let me just know that I don't know. Probably sharing of screen is really affecting me from stretching this what's it called? Okay, let me just add it again. So yeah, wow. Photoshop don't start now, please. So at times the tool we use they act funny at times. They really act funny at times. But you don't have to fret. So get it sorted. So yeah. So let me just change the color. So I said my CTA could be here. Alright. So yes. Cancel. Okay, yeah. So now then I could actually have some supporting line, which I can probably create containers for that. Yeah, somewhere separate, close to the image, close to where I'll be adding my image. Probably just put something here to make it more fun. So yeah, I'm just duplicating this. So yes, so something like this. So now, if you have something like this is more like a skeleton of what you want to work on. This is more like a skeleton of what you want to work on. And you have your brand colors, you are good to go. So yeah, I have my logo, I have the main heading, I have the supporting line, I have my image, yeah. I have some of the things I can probably have to do containers. Then I have my city, then every one of us is fine. So now let's get to work. Let's look for a name. Let's look for, I think I would like to do a very smart and simple logo for the logistics company. So I'm opening my Illustrator now. So Illustrator majorly is usually used to craft out logos. We normally use it to design logos and whatsoever. I think that one is another, what's it called? And I might actually not do the logo because it's just intro to graphic design today. So you just anticipate the next class. The next class might be on logo creation and all. So yeah, let's just download some things. Let me share my screen so we all won't be bored. So let's download some things. Okay, which should I share? All right, so I download mainly from what's it called? Feyikemi. I download from Feyikemi at times, and there are times I create some of my images with the use of image lab FX. It's a Google product. Okay, no, let me not share this. Let me not share this. Let me share. I've not used my Feyikemi here before. It's a new account, so let me just share another screen. That's why it is requesting me to sign up. Windows. Sorry, so sorry for that. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I have let me use my Feyikemi. So now we want to get image or that expresses delivery or logistics. Let's say a delivery guy. So a delivery guy could actually use this. Let me see if there's anyone I can use again. Okay, what's that? Let me just use this so as not to waste our time. let me get this image downloaded. So using Feyikemi, you can remove your background, and at the same time you can still take your background image to Photoshop. There is an AI feature in Photoshop that can help you remove background automatically. All right, so let me just download this. Yeah, so that's downloaded already. Then okay, now let me share my screen. Let me go back to Photoshop. I think that's the only thing I need for now. Just that image for now. Then let me present something else. All right, so for this black guy here, this moving black guy here, I want to replace it with the main image. So now I just drag and drop the image here in Photoshop. But if that's because of I'm so much used to that. But if you want to use the proper way, you can just come down, you click on your file, click on the file, then you come to place embedded. I don't know why you can't see that. Sorry. You come to place embedded, then you pick your image to be used. You pick your image to be used, then you then place it into your document, that is the workplace. So yeah, so I now have this, but I don't need it since I already have one. Sorry, take that back. So now this is where my image stands. So now I can remove this black guy, take it out. Then I can transform this by increasing it a bit. Then yes, I have this guy. Now I want to skip, but I won't skip. So now let's go back to our brief. I'll still share the screen again. It's a workshop and it requires that I take you through everything one after the other. So yeah, where's my windows? There's my windows. All right. So let's go back to the brief. So yeah, this is the brief. So now I'll just tell ChatGPT I need you to provide me logistics So yeah, so in graphics, another thing that really matters most is your color. And any color you use in design must also resonate around what the brand stands for. What the brand stands for. Yes. So because of I'm using that guy on red, and at times to red makes sense, yeah, for logistics and all too. Then what I just want to do is use complementing colors that really surround the usage of red. So I have my primary color here. Let me see the kind of color it's going to give us in Photoshop. Let me share my Photoshop again. So share. So let me go back to my Photoshop. So yeah, let me see the kind of color it's going to give us. Or better still, all right, this is deep red. Okay, better still, I'll just use the guy, this guy's color. Okay, so our background, I don't want to use plain white. I want to use a pure red for the background. So I'm using my color picker. I don't know if you can see my color picker. If you can see a small color picker, it looks like that thing they normally use for baby to getting drugs into their mouth. So yeah, so that's my color picker. So yeah, I want to use a pale color of that red, still a shade of red. I don't want my background to be entirely white, so I could use that, make it pale, faint, close to white or something. Yep, so I think that's fine for now. Yeah, let's just move. Then for this first header, sorry, all right, so we have this. So let me just copy the header. I don't need to share my screen for that. Let me just copy what we'll be having on the header. So I have let me use we deliver safe and on time. Then go back to my Photoshop. Now we are on the part of choosing a font to use. On the part of choosing a font to use, then I could just, let's say, pick. Let me use Sora fonts. So I have some of my fonts installed that I use very well. Let me just use Sora fonts. I don't know why most of these are not shown on my screen. All right, so let me just change the color to the color of this guy's t-shirt. So now this is coming here. So now I can remove it since I already have it. I can hide that. Then it's in capital. I wouldn't want it to be capital because at times the capital and what's it called at times passes a message as well. So let me just write that by mixing them. So we have we deliver safe and on time. So yeah, you could just probably break this. Yes. And if you feel you want to, let's just maintain that on one line. Then let me not use, let me follow. So you could use arrangement for your main heading or headline or what's it called. You could use 16. You could use 16. Yes, 16 is fine. And let's just come down. Now we need to add space, like give space between the we deliver safe and on time. So there is a part in Photoshop that makes you space the designs. Space the design. So I'm doing that now. So you could space this by 21 points. That's the point we saw then when we were creating. So 21 points to 20 points. Spacing between this. Then after spacing, you could just change it to 18. Let's see if 18 is fine. Yeah. So now the supporting header. Let's bring in the supporting header text. Let's see what's there. So we have nationwide and international delivery you can trust. Nationwide and international delivery you can trust. Nationwide and international delivery you can trust. So now this is a supporting line. Now you don't need your supporting line to be thicker or having the same font size or font weight like your main headline. Now we use 18 for the first one. You could come down and use let's say 9, probably. Yeah, because half of 18, that's 18 divided by 2. So everything still has to fall back to you calculating. Then that's 9. Then you can change the font, the font weight. You can change from the extra bold to using either medium or you use regular. Let's stick to medium for now. Then this my guy is coming here. Then you can now remove the black guy behind it. Oh, I went to remove the main text itself. Okay, let me just remove the black guy first since we know where it is coming. So yeah, so we have this. Then we could actually break this same way we actually broke the other one too. Sorry. So yeah, then the space here is too much. So now for this, I don't know, I would like to maintain this we deliver safe and on time on one line. Then what I just have to do is the space in between the words, reduce them, and probably change this one to 16. Yes. So I think it's okay this way, in as much as it is not going outside of our guide. So here we have this. Oh, what's that? Wait, I just know. Okay. So yes. So now we now have the main headline and we have the supporting text. So yeah. So for this guy here, on the norms, I would have edited that, but I don't think I have to now. But I can still edit that. So this is my CTA now. I could probably just change it's a shape, then just I'm in the class. Nobody should call me this. So yeah, I could probably just do something like this. Okay, let me not effect it on everything. So 20, not too small. So I'm on the CTA part. If you're following me, if you're just joining, I'm on the CTA part. I just want to get this right. All right, so a new link will be sent to the group now. I think we have 2 minutes left, so a new link will be sent to the group, so you can just join using the link, because Google Meet is, I think, 1 hour max. So you can just join if you are enjoying the class. Yeah, so you could create this using Canva as well. If time permits, then we can also go to Canva. So you can check the community. A new link will be dropped there for you to join the class again. Please, can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, please signify. You can just go back to the group and check, because this meeting might actually end soon. All right, and if it's okay, yeah, it says your call ends in under a minute. So, in fact, it is ending now. So, please, you can check the group now. A new link will be dropped on the group.